The United States Open. It is the toughest test in professional bowling. PDW has won the Open 4 times. And today, in the 69th edition of this great tournament, the 49-year-old will try for a record number 5. Standing in his way, Ryan Schaefer, the perennial bridesmaid who has never won a major, despite making 13 televised finals, as well as the red-hot two-hander, Jason Belmonte, and number 1 seed Mike Fagan, the Masters winner who is trying for back-to-back major titles. Weber must get past them all to become the greatest U.S. Open champion ever. And we're underway for the U.S. Open. And he got it.
That's a bad man right there, Gary. He once killed 2 stones with 1 bird.
This is the bridesmaid. We'll use that term over and over again regarding Ryan Schaefer. It's how good he is. He has finished second in 5 majors and been in the top 4 in 13 majors, but is looking for his first majors win. And Schaefer's underway. Well, we kick it off with a couple of strikes. The oil pattern, of course, here for the U.S. Open, which is different than in any other tournament that they bowl in, and the most difficult pattern.
And there you see it, second frame in. I guess arduous is the word that I would use, Gary, but when asking Ryan last night, he told us the lane conditions, they're horrible. They're impossible. But that makes this tournament so great.
Tough one.
Just like that. I mean, if you're going to shoot a split, the baby split's the one you want to shoot at. Ooh. It doesn't take much of an errant shot. Pete's going to get his ball over in here and throw that 4-pin into the 7.
Wow.
It doesn't take much. It's, you know, an inch left or right of target with the wrong hand, wrong release, wrong speed, and it's going to be an open frame. But it is by far the toughest oil pattern on tour. Just to give you a little nugget, over 8,000 games bowled throughout this tournament, only 1 300 game by Jason Couch.
Think about that. Whoever needs to get back with a strike. Does.
He's locked in.
Nice ball. He was the one who talked most about making the spares. He was joking. He said, you know, you go to tournaments, you wonder whether you're going to bring your A, B, or C game with you. He said, I came here to the U.S. Open and figured I got my E game with me. He said, that's how tough these lanes are and how tough it is to stay focused on it. Working here on the strike. And he'll leave one.
How many times can you break up the big split and only leave yourself with a single and spare?
For the spare. And he got it. But already you have seen in our first match just how tough these lanes can be.
Second all-time, the leader in career major titles, Earl Anthony.
Anthony has 10 majors to his credit. Boy, he had that one lined up.
Really?
See? It's just too bad he's not a showman.
Really?
How tough is it to win this, even though he's won it 4 times? Pete Weber said this.
On your mental game, your physical game, and the ability to know how to bowl.
He has 3 strikes. That messenger, not quite.
That's better than I thought, anyway.
Should have no problem covering the 10th pin.
He's had 1 open frame with an 8. He'll get the spare here. Lane to be good on so far.
Push.
And he will be going for the spare.
The hook's back. I'll get to the U.S. Open oil pattern here in a second.
Spare. He's on for that one. So he follows it up with a strike. Here to this championship round this Sunday. Pete Weber.
Television experience in majors, Ryan Schaefer, Pete Weber.
Stay on.
And it went off. He knew. He knew before it got there that he had not gotten the break he wanted on that, and he will leave that frame
Three
open.
times I've missed that pin the last day.
Sixth.
He talked about his experience being what he thinks brings him the calmness to be able to adjust here at the U.S. Open. He needs a strike here, and he got it.
Well, he needed that. You're right, Gary. But now he's got to hope that Ryan Schaefer doesn't double up here.
Frickin' sparrow.
Ryan Schaefer's talked about getting the lead here at the U.S. Open, and then in the previous rounds, hanging on to it. That's what he's trying to do here. Ooh.
1-2-4-10, Washington.
And you can see just how quickly things can change. He needs to make a washout here to stay clean. Nope. Back up.
No. So he'll take the 8, and that's, Randy, that's just what you were talking about that Pete had to hope for. It's happened.
Exactly right. Now it's a 2-pin match.
Pretty darn well, I would say.
See a lot of Brooklyns at the U.S. Open too, but I'll tell you one guy that doesn't like to see a Brooklyn thrown at him, that's that guy right there. Not seeing this typical U.S. Open oil pattern.
Lee Weber now looking to catch up here, and that's the way you do it.
Yeah, he's got the lead now.
Weber trying for the big finish here, get a lead, put the pressure on. He does.
There you go. That's the Pete Weber that you like to see. That's what you expect to watch during a U.S. Open Finals.
Working on a strike. Gets another. Two who are not going to go away. Two of the veterans.
Performs in the 10th frame will win this match and move on.
Right down to the final frame. Pete Weber watching intently on the other side. Schaefer. Not going to get it. Schaefer, gotta have it. Got it.
So just decent count here.
Ryan Schaefer looking to finish it out. Oh. Leaves 3.
Never figured out that left lane.
Pete Weber looking to advance here. It's in his hands. Got it!
That was for you, Rob Stone. A Pete Weber ham bone at the U.S. Open.
So he has defeated Ryan Schaefer. He's going to advance. Jason Belmonte will be up next against him. And for Ryan Schaefer, another tough U.S. Open. Finishes it off with a strike. And Pete Weber is going to go first. And it's got to be, you got to have a little butterfly if you're looking at your hero on the other side, don't you?
Well, Jason Belmonte is getting exactly what he wanted, a dream match against Pete Weber.
He got his silence after that one, I'll tell you. Pete Weber's got a strike.
See, that's what.
And he looked right over.
Yeah, he's got it.
He looked right over to the fan or whoever it was.
That's why people love to hate him, right? He's just Pete.
Tom, she said, you're going to win the U.S. Open. And he got a bit emotional about that last night, talking about it. Let's see how it goes. He's on. What it would mean to win.
I don't know. I mean, the guy, I don't know if he's really human, because I've bowled this tournament a few times, and to be able to win it 4 times is just...
Well, he's off to a mighty good start here. Pete Weber, after bowling a strike first time around.
Yeah,
that
that's
10 again.
right. I throw it good and get 9.
Likes to be patient, quiet. Got it. Remember, he missed in that first match at 10 when he put one in the gutter. Patience, patience, patience.
Can you stop moving over there, please? Please stop moving while I'm on my approach. That's all I ask.
It's much more fun listening to Pete than it is to us.
He's got the rabbit ears going now. Not good.
you gotta do is sit still.
Somebody in the stands is what he's talking to. Somebody moving.
3 times now.
They're favored after today, but
Belmonte's got 2 strikes. How much of what Weber does is about Belmonte?
tell it like it is. This is not a show, or this isn't anything to try to get Belmo out of his game plan. He's not that kind of player. Monty's so scary. He's using the most aggressive ball in his arsenal, throwing it 100 miles an hour, really straight, with a rev rate over 600.
Could not have, as Randy's pointed out, more opposite styles than what we were seeing in this match.
And they couldn't be playing 2 more completely different lines.
You think I'm going to talk when he's getting ready, you're crazy. And he got a strike. After his 3rd strike. Yep.
Both Don Carter and Dick Weber won the BPA All-Stars a record 4 times. And then the first U.S. Open was contested in '71, and that's when it went from the BPA All-Star to the U.S. Open. You could see that this pretty elite company right there, 3 of the greatest the game has ever known, meant to win.
Belmonte trying to maintain his lead. So Belmonte with 3 strikes after the spare, and he's got it.
When you watch the two-handed styles of Jason Belmonte, Oscar Palermo, I think the most interesting facet of what they do is their ability to throw the ball at the velocity that they throw it at.
Revved up, but he doesn't want to be revved up. He waited, and will leave 2. Now he's going after the spare. He has 3 strikes so far. Oh, got it.
Yeah. 2-8, not the easiest spare to shoot at on this oil pattern.
He just got the stare down from Pete.
Everybody's getting the stare down from Pete.
Pete's got it.
It's the U.S. Open.
He's got it wound up for this one, doesn't he? Weber coming off a couple of strikes. Tough lanes. Fame in 1998. Rookie of the Year in 1980. And bowling in a hurry right here for the spare, and he got it. That is the one at 10.
That's okay. I think ornery is the word that I would use now. Pete's ornery. He's really ornery, and he's really irritated with somebody over there to the right side.
Want to win. And right now, 3 strikes. They each have 3. And he comes back and gets his 4th.
I mean, that could have been a big 4, and this ball just punishes the pins and just kind of pushes everything down. This ball's going to go high, and you're going to watch the 4-7-10 go out late.
Win in a major. Trying to back-to-back strikes. Nope.
Boy, and that was the big shot of the match for me, Gary, because that was his first opportunity to put a lot of pressure on Pete Weber. Look how big Pete's eyes just got there.
Yep.
Possibly an open frame.
10, and he does. So an open frame for Jason Belmonte. Weber with the lead, trying to extend it. Got it.
He can trip the 4, so can I.
His wife.
Not too many players in the history of this tour that have more maple moxie in major championship competition than this guy.
He can trip the 4, so can I.
After the strike, not to be shut out. Yeah!
Come on!
Gary, you know how some people wear Superman pajamas? Well, if there were Pete Weber pajamas, Superman would wear those.
5th time. Jason Belmonte. Got it!
If Belmonte strikes out, he'll shoot 215. If Pete Weber goes 9 spare strike, Pete Weber will shoot 215.
Belmonte keeping his hopes alive. Yes, he does.
All right, that puts him in the 200s. If he strikes out, he'll force Weber to throw the first strike in the 10th.
Belmonte got it.
Big shot. Hey, Mr. Big Shot. Nice. Nice. Hey, Pete Weber, I'm not going anywhere yet. I know you're that superstar Hall of Famer and all that, but hey, I'm still here, and I want to let you know that I'm not going anywhere just yet.
Jason Belmonte to finish it up.
Oh, no.
That's big. He
He
just
just missed it.
He just lost 2 pins in count. Weber can now go 9 spare 9 and win by 1 pin.
Just missed it.
Weber trying to advance a strike here would set him up. He got it. So, Pete Weber,
Great bowlers here, man.
best Jason Belmonte.
And there's going to be plenty more times for us, too, right, dude?
I don't know, but he's angry at somebody over there on the left side of the stadium because he just went over there and gave him the business. He's got to stay behind the foul line.
He does.
Weber's going to bowl for the title. 224 for the day, and that's usually good enough to win a U.S. Open.
18th green. He's earned that. And we're underway. Weber after the spare. He will get it. And now we will get to see for the first time today the #1 seed. Who bowl with an immense amount of intensity. You've got 2 of them here in Fagan and Weber.
But 2 completely types. You know, Weber's all out there. He puts it right out there in front of your face. Fagan he possesses more of that, like, that silent lucidity. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of keeps it inside. You don't really know it's out there, and then all of a sudden it might appear. Weber, not so much. All in your face all the time.
We're going to keep an eye out for that silent lucidity. I can tell you that. So,
You don't see that, you know, the big hooping it up and running it out, and only when it matters.
after he wins. And he'll come in to get the strike.
I'll tell you what, this guy, Mike Fagan, has really impressed me this season. He's really come of age, and he's starting to he really started to believe in himself and in his game. And when that happened, he won a major. Now he's bowling for a second major.
5th U.S. Open title, something nobody else, even his dad, did not do.
Interesting ball change on the right lane for Weber.
That pin has stood up all day. That
Really?
10.
Do that again.
He is still talking to somebody over there. You got it.
It's called sportsmanship, pal.
He's talking to.
Somebody's rooting against Pete over there on that side, and they just said something when Pete left the ringing 10, and Pete doesn't like it and gave it right back to him.
The other side.
Wow. The same zone, playing the same part of the lane.
And we'll get his spare. So Pete Weber gets the spare. Mike Fagan, the #1 seed. Got it. So he's rolling. Fresh off his last win. What would it mean to win here? And championship is his. And he'll leave the 10.
It's all about the maturation process that Mike Fagan has gone through in the last year. This is a different guy now.
Found that one. Even early on here in this match, each of these players has had an opportunity try and jump out a little bit. Neither's been able to do it yet. Steve Johnson is their executive director.
High. Weber using the same ball in both lanes now.
After his first back-to-back strikes. And the ball change. Still can't get the 10.
God, that was a good shot, too.
Okay, so now he's going to have to do it with hand. He's got kind of the look that he's looking for, something a little cleaner through the front part of the lane, but now he's got to give it some more hand, maybe a little bit more axis rotation to get the ball to face the pins properly.
Only one strike. But in this tournament that is often decided by spares, Weber's able to get it, but he again has opened the door for Fagan, who's got a couple of strikes.
Right now it's looking like it's not a bad number.
Fagan leading the season in earnings and average. And came back today. You've got to make these spares. Leaves it open. In majors that year. See how he reacts to that last one. Gets it back and gets the strike. There's the answer, Randy.
And that's a good sign. He comes right back. He trusts it to the right. Gives it a great touch. Comes in a little bit light carrying the Wally. Leading by 2 halfway through.
Coming off a spare. Came back. Again high. Yes. So he gets his first strike on that lane and just his second of this match. Even.
Last time on this lane, 4-9 split.
Big bend and got him. Ooh, thank you. Let me gently walk away.
Well, the last time on this lane, remember he lives a 4-9 split. This time, almost a pocket 7-10. Light squish zone, ball goes in, scatters the 7, and then the 10 goes out.
Taking the #1 seed, trying to beat Pete Weber. There's that 10. Each time so far in this match where either bowler has had the opportunity to really jump a little bit in that lead.
Leaving the soft 10.
Taken after the spare.
Still a 9-pin advantage. Weber working on a strike, but Weber has yet to throw 2 strikes in a row.
It's got a hook. Oh, baby, yeah!
He knew it.
And with that shot there, he takes a 1-pin lead. Weber's got to somehow summon his greatest shots in the next 3 frames.
It's got a hook. Oh, baby, yeah!
After 3 consecutive strikes. Got it!
That's a bad man. I don't know what else to say. That's just what a great touch that Weber put on this shot here, along with the last 2 for a 3-bagger. There's that sick rotation.
Focus, focus.
Oh, wow. That was pretty good right there.
Yeah, that was very good right there, given the circumstances. That was just a great shot. And the last thing Mike Fagan needed to see was an ugly, vicious, ringing 10-pin.
Fagan after that spare, and he's got it, but that's not what he wanted there after that strike. And couldn't get it. Weber finally looks up, watching Fagan. Can he do it? Yes, he can keep the thumb on. Some very pressured bowling going on here in this final. Body stiffens up a little.
Yeah, you never know.
Wow. Boy, you talk about getting them when you needed them. The #1 seed, Mike Fagan, coming through with the strikes that he had to have.
About this next shot he has to throw.
Fagan finishing it up with a strike. 3 in a row for Mike Fagan.
All right, it's simple for Pete Weber. 9 spare strike, Weber wins by 1. A strike here in the first ball, Weber wins his 5th United States Open Championship.
No one's ever won 5. Hands up. The 10. Not yet.
My goodness, what a great shot Weber just threw right there. He needs to convert the 10-pin here, and he needs to strike on his fill. This was about as good as you could possibly throw a 15-pound round bowling ball, and Weber can't believe the 10-pin standing. He's got to make it.
He thought he had that.
Got to make it.
For the spare, he's missed one, but not that one.
He's got to have a strike. If he gets 9, we have a tie, and we'll go to sudden death. If he gets anything less than 8, Fagan wins sitting on the bench.
Strike to claim it, a strike to claim it, and he got it!
Scott did it, yes! That is right, I did it! At number 5, are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Damn it right!
Bowling history. The only player ever to win 5 U.S. Opens.
Great bowling this week.
Pete Weber.
Great bowling, man. Great bowling. Nice bowling this week, really. Wow. This might be the best title in my life. I love it. Mom, what do you think? Dad, I know you're watching too. Thank
He
you.
said this would be the highlight of my career. He got it.